Defining the customer is really what you need to do when you're in startup phase. Is who do I want to be doing business with? Because implicit in that is doing the stuff I do, delivering the stuff I deliver. Right? So it's not, there's again this fantastical idea of the pure entrepreneur who goes and finds a customer, and they don't care what that customer wants or what the need of the customer is. They just want to supply the need because it's all about being in the business, being in business. I haven't met that entrepreneur. I just haven't met them. Even the ones who think that they've done that, I haven't met. Because they start with a bias. They do that in the technology space, as an example. And they might not really care what they do in the technology space. One of the conversations I had again with Michael Cage was years ago at this point. We were talking about, in the technology space, this startup conversation. And there was a company I was working with at the time, doing some consulting with, and we were talking about their startup phase. And they were really struggling in their startup phase. And they were struggling because they were lost in defining the product. Okay? What they had was brilliant. It was a breakthrough, revolutionary algorithm for managing relational databases. So they could search through the relational database using this mathematical formula that they had developed at a far greater rate of speed than anything that was available at the time. Okay? It was revolutionary math. And what it did is it allowed them to search deeper and wider, faster, than anything out there was available if they had applied it. And what they tried to do, because they had this, they felt like they had a $1 billion product. And they might have had a $1 billion product. But they wanted to try to also understand for themselves where that product was going to apply. How to take this algorithm and make it into a product, which meant for them a piece of software. So they were going to build a piece of software. What kept happening is the marketplace went, we don't want a piece of software. And Michael and I were having a conversation in which both he and I were in agreement. We were bouncing ideas off each other about how to apply the concept, but the agreement we had was what you wanted to do was put that algorithm out there and offer it, maybe in a very select, very careful way to a very closed group of potential users, and find out how they used it. Even if you had to give it away. Right? So take somebody who's got a massive database need, has a wide database and a deep database, and say, we have an algorithm that will let you get through this. Here. Tell us what you do with it. And leave it out there for 6 months. Instead, what they did is they churned through millions of dollars of angel and venture capital and never got a product into the market. Okay? And they still own the algorithm. So they were able to actually patent this idea, which was brilliant, but not get it into the marketplace because what they were focused on was product, not customer. You get that? So you've got to define your customer. And it's not going to be divorced from your product or service.